Hello, we are Taylor Chat, David Ung, Sebastián Torres, and Marian Cepeda. And in this video, we will talk about the lunar phases and examples of them in the months of November and December.
Phases of the Moon. The phases of the Moon are the changes that occur in the visible phase of the natural satellite during a lunar cycle, in which variations in its illuminated portions are seen. These are full moon, last quarter, new moon, first quarter. These changes occur as the Moon rotates on itself and makes its translation movement. Lunar translation movement. The Moon completes a tour around the Earth about once a month. If the Earth did not rotate on its own axis, it would be very easy to detect the movement of the Moon in its orbit. This movement makes the Moon move around 12 degrees in the sky every day.
Now, we will continue with the phase we chose for the month of November, which is the new moon. New moon. During this phase, the moon is between the Earth and the Sun, which means that the lunar half we see is not illuminated and the moon becomes practically invisible in the sky. At this stage, we can only see the moon during a solar eclipse. Effect that they can have in the environment. The new moon is the stage in which the moon does not reflect light. In agriculture, this cycle is known as the rest cycle, since when the moonlight drastically decreases, the roots and plants grow slower than in other phases.
Then we will talk about the December full moon. Full moon, in this phase, the moon is behind the earth with respect to the sun and its face fully illuminated. That when we can sometimes see lunar eclipses, effect that they can have in the environment. Since ancient times, full moon nights have been considered a moment full of energy and mysticism, which is related to femininity, fertility, and occultism. Different cultures attributed a magical power over health, agriculture, and animal behavior.
Our conclusion is that the moon, in those months, the phases he's so interesting because so much things happen during the time we investigate these phases of the moon that we didn't know, and it's so interesting because in the future we are asked about something of that phase of the moon, and we are going to know how to respond or basically use know basic things about the phases of the moon, really interesting things.